It says, heading into his third season in the NBA, the spotlight remains on Bronny James of the Los Angeles Lakers, especially after his father, LeBron James, left in free agency. The younger star was a controversial selection, being picked by the Lakers 55th overall in the 2024 NBA draft. And while his father is no longer on the team, the pressure is mounting on the 21-year-old to prove himself as a rotation player in the league. James spent time back and forth from the NBA and the G League, and though his name has been floated in trade rumors, he appears to be staying in Los Angeles for next season. As two writers recently explained, he has a big task in front of him with the Lakers next season.
The high-stakes world of NBA basketball is currently undergoing a massive seismic shift that leaves fans and media pundits absolutely stunned. From Bronny James facing a sudden, terrifying make-or-break reality in Los Angeles following his father's exit, to legendary icons passing down historical torches, everything we thought we knew about league hierarchies is completely collapsing. Do you think Bronny James can actually prove he belongs in the NBA without LeBron's protection in Los Angeles? Or will the Lakers dump him the moment his contract option comes up? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let us sit down and have a completely unfiltered, sarcastic, and realistic conversation about what is currently happening across the professional basketball landscape, because the sheer amount of narrative gymnastics taking place right now is enough to make anyone dizzy. First off, we have to talk about the absolute circus surrounding the Philadelphia 76ers and their shiny new hyper-hyped roster. When news first broke that LeBron James decided to leave the West Coast, pack his bags, and take a historic pay cut to join the Sixers alongside Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, and Joel Embiid, the mainstream sports media went into complete, uncontrolled meltdown mode. TV talking heads were practically dancing on set, declaring this to be the single greatest starting lineup ever assembled in the history of human civilization. LeBron fans across the globe were celebrating in the streets, convinced that a fifth championship ring was already guaranteed and stamped in the mail. Then, reality hit the building like a runaway freight train. Rising star Tyrese Maxey went on record throwing out a subtle, passive-aggressive warning shot to his new high-profile teammates, stating very clearly that nobody on this Sixers squad can afford to have an ego if they want to win. Good luck with that one. Trying to tell a group of multi-millionaire superstars, draft picks, and global icons to leave their massive egos at the front door is like asking a shark to become a strict vegetarian. It is simply not going to happen.
And apparently, Brian Windhorst, who is a LeBron supporter and, was up there with them twerking it up when the news first came out, is now saying that he's not sure that the Philadelphia 76ers are going to be all that good. And he doesn't even think that they could win even over 50 games. I kid you not. I kid you not. So we want to play the video here for you guys. Take a look at it, and then we're going to come back and laugh together.
Even more hilarious is watching longtime media defenders like Brian Windhorst suddenly do a complete backflip on national television. After weeks of hyping up this new Philadelphia super team, Windhorst sat on set and essentially told viewers to temper their expectations. He pointed out that over the last 9 years, LeBron-led teams have barely sniffed 50 regular season wins on a consistent basis. He brought up historical data showing that whenever LeBron switches franchises, whether it was going to Miami, returning to Cleveland, or joining the Lakers, his teams always suffer through sluggish, awkward, and frustrating early season adjustments.
Dad, I'm just going to say, in the last 9 years, you know how many times LeBron's teams have gone over 50 and a half?
Last 9 years. That's interesting. How many?
Last 9?
So basically the Laker year and the last year in Cleveland, Laker tenure in the last year in Cleveland.
What, once?
Twice.
Oh.
Once was 52.
Wow.
Now, the COVID years, they were shortened, but even if you go at the percentages. So, LeBron hasn't been on powerhouse regular season teams for a while now. Again, he is making the minimum. He is not going to necessarily be the driving force night in and night out that he has been. And I agree with your sentiment, McMahon.
Wait, they won 53 last year.
Yeah, he could go back farther.
Okay. That's interesting.
It's only the second time.
Wow.
I'll just say that I think they can be an excellent team and very formidable and win 48 games. Because I think 48 wins in the Eastern Conference is going to be a great season this year. So I'm going to go under. I think it's just a safe because you don't know about Embiid, you don't know about health and all that other stuff. I think it's just safe to go under. I think probably going under on the Sixers has probably been a profitable.
So what is Windhorst actually doing here? He is doing what media handlers always do. He is preemptively lowering the bar. He is laying down the soft, protective pillows right now so that when Philadelphia drops embarrassing early season games or struggles with basic roster depth, the media can immediately pivot to finding a suitable scapegoat. We all know the exact script by now. If things go sideways in Philly, they will blame the coaching staff, they will blame Joel Embiid's health, or they will claim the bench lacks depth. And right on cue, the superfans will scream, "Hey, give him a break. He's 42 years old. What do you expect him to do?"
I don't say it controversially. I just think, and not only that, like LeBron's teams, when he's changed teams, they've tended to get off to slower starts. When he went to Miami, they started 9-8. They obviously ended up fine, but when they went back to Cleveland, they started 19-20. When he went to the Lakers, I mean, again, I don't want to make it sound like all of these are all equal because I know this is a different situation, but went to the Lakers, they missed the playoffs the first year.
Meanwhile, over in Boston, Jaylen Brown was able to lead a team to 50-plus wins, where his second best option for large stretches was Derek White. But now, suddenly, sharing the floor with an MVP in Embiid, an all-star in Maxey, and a top rookie in Edgecombe is considered a challenging environment, where winning 48 games should be celebrated as a massive achievement. You genuinely cannot make this stuff up. While the media continues to spin excuses for modern super teams, let us shift our attention back to a time when true, authentic greatness was earned through blood, sweat, and relentless competition. If you rewatch the emotional memorial service for the late, great Kobe Bryant, the entire world witnessed a side of Michael Jordan that nobody had ever seen before. Jordan was breaking down in tears, showing a deep, profound vulnerability that shocked millions of viewers. For years, fans knew that Jordan and Kobe shared a close relationship, but that moment proved just how deep their bond truly ran.
As you guys know, during Kobe Bryant's memorial service, we saw Michael Jordan speak. And it was the first time that the world, I think, really saw Michael Jordan in that state. Because for those of you who remember, Michael Jordan was just like, he was crying uncontrollably. And it was at that time a lot of people began to realize just how much of a connection that MJ and Kobe Bryant had. Prior to that, we heard about it, but we never knew it was to that extent, for the man to be crying to that extent. But it shows you how Jordan felt that Kobe Bryant was a very, very special person. And think about this. Kobe rushed his decision to come out of high school to go in the NBA just to play against Michael Jordan. He wanted to play against Michael. That's how much he looked up to the guy and wanted to compete against him. And Jordan actually ended up respecting it.
Think about the psychology of that relationship for a second. Kobe Bryant intentionally skipped college and entered the NBA draft as a teenager, specifically because he wanted to measure himself against Michael Jordan. He did not want to avoid the best. He wanted to hunt the best. He copied Jordan's footwork, studied his fadeaway jumper, adopted his psychological warfare tactics, and relentlessly hounded him for advice. In most professional industries, an established icon sitting at the top of the mountain gets defensive when a young shark comes along trying to steal their crown. Most veterans gatekeep their secrets, push the younger generation away, and protect their pedestal at all costs. But Jordan saw something entirely different in Kobe. He recognized that rare sociopathic obsession with pure basketball excellence. Instead of pushing him away, Jordan opened his arms and formed a genuine big brother, little brother mentorship that fundamentally shaped the modern era of the sport.
I've been watching the sport for many years, yeah, and you're a big hero of mine. Yeah. What current crop of players, the players that are in the sport at the moment, who do you rate? Who do you see as being the next big thing?
I mean, obviously you have to look at LeBron because of his youth, and Carmelo Anthony and Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul. Those are all like the crop for the future. But if I had to pick what player right now represents the future, it would have to be Kobe Bryant with the way that he plays the game of basketball. I have high regards in terms of how he focused on the game. He works on his basketball skills. Each and every year he gets better. And these kids are going to continue to get better. And hopefully the evolution of basketball is just going to keep growing. And with the way the Europeans are playing, it's pushing us.
In a vintage interview from one of his Airness's summer camps years ago, Jordan was asked directly to identify which young star he believed represented the absolute future of the NBA. Keep in mind, this was during a period when young phenoms like LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul were taking the league by storm. Jordan acknowledged all of those young talents, but without a single second of hesitation, he declared that Kobe Bryant was the sole player who represented the true future of basketball. Why did Jordan pick Kobe over everyone else? Because Kobe played the game for the absolute right reasons. He was not chasing clout, he was not trying to build a Hollywood production media company, and he was not trying to be everyone's best friend on social media. He was obsessively focused on mastering his craft, improving his footwork every single summer, and destroying his competition. Jordan respected the pure, unadulterated love for the game. By passing the torch to Kobe, Jordan knew his basketball DNA and competitive philosophy would live on forever through the Black Mamba. Compare that ruthless, old-school pursuit of basketball mastery to the current state of affairs regarding the Los Angeles Lakers and Bronny James. Now that his father has officially left Southern California to join the Sixers, the protection bubble surrounding Bronny James has completely burst. The 21-year-old guard was famously selected 55th overall in the 2024 draft, a pick that generated endless controversy, debate, and accusations of shameless nepotism across the entire sports world. Over his first 2 seasons in the league, Bronny's numbers have been objectively brutal. Across 69 total appearances, while bouncing back and forth between the main NBA roster and the South Bay G League affiliate, he has averaged a minuscule 2.7 points, 0.6 rebounds, and 1.1 assists, while shooting a dreadful 37.4% from the field. During his first 2 years, nobody in the front office raised a peep, because his father was the focal point of the franchise. But now, the headline news across the league is that Bronny James has officially been put on notice by the Lakers management. LA guaranteed the 3rd year of his rookie contract, which pays him roughly $2.3 million. However, the 4th year of that contract is a team option held strictly by the Lakers. With LeBron completely out of the picture, this upcoming season serves as an uncompromising, high-pressure litmus test for Bronny's professional basketball career. The front office did not trade him to Philadelphia or waive him over the summer, meaning they are giving him one final, legitimate opportunity to prove he belongs on an NBA court as a functional rotation player. But the mountain he has to climb is practically vertical. Look at the current backcourt depth chart in Los Angeles. The Lakers went out and stacked their guard rotation with elite talent, bringing in Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Colin Sexton, Matisse Thybulle, and promising young rookie Cameron Carr. Where exactly are Bronny's minutes supposed to come from? He is currently buried at the absolute bottom of a stacked guard rotation on a team that carries legitimate Western Conference championship aspirations. $2.5 million might sound like pocket change for a team, but in the modern hard-cap NBA environment, every single roster spot and vet minimum contract is life or death for luxury tax management. If Bronny does not show dramatic, jaw-dropping improvement on the court this season, the Lakers will not hesitate to decline his team option, cut their losses, and hand that roster spot to a proven veteran. The safety net is officially gone, the training wheels have been ripped off, and the NBA business machine is cold, ruthless, and unforgiving. Either he proves he is a real NBA caliber guard on his own merit, or his time in the league will come to a very sudden, very quiet end. While the doubters predict the Lakers will completely collapse into the Pacific Ocean now that LeBron is gone, the actual roster tell a completely different story. The Lakers are quietly building a terrifying, deeply balanced powerhouse in the West, with Luka Doncic orchestrating the offense, Walker Kessler holding down the paint, Matisse Thybulle harassing ball handlers on the perimeter, and key pieces like Austin Reeves, Colin Sexton, and Jared Vanderbilt filling out the rotation. Los Angeles has zero intention of rebuilding. In fact, the Lakers are heavily favored in betting markets to land explosive forward Jonathan Kuminga, whose odds of joining the purple and gold skyrocketed after Peyton Watson was traded to Cleveland. Polymarket Sports odds currently place Kuminga at over a 54% chance to land in LA. Adding a 6'7" hyper-athletic wing like Kuminga alongside Luka Doncic instantly turns the Lakers into a top 4 seed monster in the Western Conference, regardless of what the mainstream media pundits try to claim. At the end of the day, the stark contrast between eras could not be clearer. On one side, you have modern super teams scrambling to construct media narratives, lower expectations, and dodge accountability the moment adversity strikes. On the other side, you have the eternal standard set by icons like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. A standard defined by relentless work ethic, unyielding competitive grit, and earning respect through sheer dominance rather than public relations campaigns. Whether we are watching the Sixers' experimental lineup crumble under the weight of their own massive egos, or watching Bronny James fight for his professional life without his father's umbrella, the upcoming NBA season is shaping up to be one of the most chaotic, entertaining, and satisfying years of basketball we have seen in a very long time. The era of media excuses is officially coming to an end, and real basketball fans are ready for the drama to unfold. If you want raw, unfiltered, sarcastic breakdowns that tell the absolute truth without protecting superstar media brands, crush that like button right now. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching.